Hi everyone, it is Fitz with your daily delivery. Hope you're doing well. I am good. I mentioned this in yesterday's daily delivery and I thought I'd bring it back up and enter into a larger topic. Spring football at Kansas State doesn't start till after spring break, and that means basically April. It's really late this year, but there's a good reason. Why? Well, spring football's falling out of favor. And I mean that kind of jokingly, but as of right now, 19, according to ESPN, 19 schools that traditionally hold spring football games have canceled those games for a variety of reasons. Are spring games finally going away? I've been wanting it for a while, but mostly because I think it's boring. We'll get into it right after I remind you to subscribe to this YouTube channel, hit the thumbs up, and leave comments, do whatever you want. It's just have a free-for-all, but subscribe. Nebraska reportedly played their first spring game in 1906. It was to test out some new rules. Their history of spring football might run back into the 19th century. College football started up in the late 1800s, and apparently there was some spring activities going on way back then. Having spring practice is a big part of the game, mostly because you need to fill in the calendar and keep the guys busy and focused. But now with advanced weight training, a lot of coaches are wondering, do we really need to have full contact head-on spring football? Why? Because now the college football season is getting longer. They had added that 12th game years ago, but the playoffs can add up 4 more on top of a conference championship. You're looking at 17 games as a possibility. It's insane. And why subject your college football players to more battering with the spring game and spring football? Plus, the coaches have long complained that scouts will come to their spring games and steal schemes or understand some things that the program might do. Bad. That's what Bill Snyder was always worried about, and that's why his spring games, well, were boring as toast. And now coaches are saying people are coming to their games and scouting the players for the transfer portal, which seems obscene and should be against the rules. But are there any rules to be against anymore? It's crazy. I really do think Chris Klieman, Kansas State's coach, is exactly right. We're going to move into an era where the spring will primarily be for conditioning, and the transfer portal rules will be changed so that you didn't have to make a quick decision as soon as one season's over so you can be on the next campus for spring football. Why? Because it'll be all about conditioning. You can show up late with a short semester. And then in June, maybe you'll have a camp where players can come in and start learning the schemes. Maybe there's other elements here. But full-on spring football, I think it's next. I think we'll see coaches move away from having full-on spring football as soon as it's allowed. And spring games, well, they might be dying, but spring festivals are popping up. Even Nebraska is going to give it a go. Matt Rule isn't a big fan of having a public spring football game, so they're going to have something in Lincoln. And Oklahoma also has canceled their spring football game for a festival. I'm all in on the festival idea. Let the guys run fast. Let the quarterbacks throw far. Let the linemen have a tug of war. You can come up with all kinds of fun stuff for fans to watch and do other activities. Heck, I would love it if the spring festival extended into concerts that supported the NIL of that school. There's things you can do in the spring to keep fans engaged and players at practice less than bored. But the wear and tear of spring football and the element of playing a live game and getting more guys injured, well, coaches are tired of it. And they're tired of having their rosters scoured for transfers. It's all got a little insane. But at the end of the day, I don't think we're going to miss spring games. We're just going to miss the engagement that comes with not having some type of spring event. Hint, hint, K-State.